Welcome to the Chainsys integration platform. In this video, we are going to see how quickly we can create a simple integration between two database systems. Let's log into the platform. To define an integration, we need four basic components. First, we need connection for connectivity between the integration platform and the source and target systems. Then, the data object, to extract data from the source system, loader to load it into the target system, and then a data flow to map the source and target systems. Let's see how the connection is created. In this case, we are going to have Oracle as our source system. So this is our source connection, where our source table exists. In the connection details, we have defined the hostname, port number, SID of the database, username and password. Our target database is going to be PostgreSQL. This is our target connection, and we've defined the same things as before. Now we've created an object for the source connection. Click on the data object. Select the connection in which you want to create the data object. Enter the name for the data object. We won't stage the data. We'll save the data object, go to Source Definition, and we'll select the table name we want to extract data from. All of its columns are listed here, along with the data type and length. Select all the columns, save it, and once saved, compile the data object. So now we have created a data object and defined a table in it and compiled it successfully. Let's go back to the main menu. Click on the Loader Adapter menu, and we can create the loader. Select the connection for which you want to create the loader. Enter the name for the loader. Disable the Stop at Pre-Validation option. Save the loader, and go to the table menu. Here we need to define the table in which we're going to load the data. Select the data name from the pop-up. The connection data is all shown in the grid along with the data type and length. Select the columns. Let's add them to a data set. And now let's save the data set. Once it is saved, we can select the data set from the list and save the loader and go back to the first form. When we go to More Options, we can compile the loader. Now the loader is created and compiled successfully. Let's go back to the main menu. Now we're going to define the data flow. Select the sprint, enter a name for the data flow along with the versioning name, and select the data mart. Now click on the Sources tab. This is the data object we have created. We can drag and drop it into the Designer window, and then click on the Targets tab. Let's select the loader. So this is the loader we have created. Drag and drop it to the Designer window, and click on the Transformations tab, select the mapper, and drop it between the data object and the loader. So the mapper is going to connect the source and target systems. Select the output port of the data object and connect it to the input port of the mapper, and then connect the output of the mapper to the loader's input. Click on the mapper. Define a name for it. Click on the Map by Name option to map all of the columns with common names between the source and target. Save the mapper. Close the window, and then save and compile the data flow. Now that it's compiled successfully, we're going to run this data flow. Let's go to the Data Flow Workbench menu, search for the data flow we recently created, and click on the Execute option. The execution has started. And now it's completed. It has extracted 10 records from the source, and we can click here to see the loader summary. All of the extracted data got loaded into the target system successfully. In this summary, we're able to see the source system and the target system, how many records have succeeded or failed, and the types of errors. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos.